Okay. Hi. Welcome to Intergalactic Ramble. Wait, let me restart that because I didn't say it right. Sorry. You know what? No, I'm not going to restart it because Hugo and his Voldemort looking ass right next to me. Like, I don't know.
I don't get what you're saying. This is Intergalactic Ramble. Who are we?
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Hugo, baby.
Oh my fucking God. What the hell?
This is my true self tonight. You know, it's a big day.
It's Halsey. Like, you are
really
Halsey. Oh my God. Can I get an autograph?
What do you mean, Halsey? This is my best Justin Bieber circa 2012 hair.
That's really awesome. Why are you wearing it?
Just because I thought, you know, I've been on my Euphoria shit lately, and
like you be doing like hard drugs, like. So true.
No, just looking good, I guess.
Oh,
like I'm being filmed.
Good, I be feeling
I
nice,
looking
on
on my organ. And yeah, so then I thought, you know, how can I bring this to the next level?
Buy a
how can
$2
I
wig.
love myself more?
Purchase a $2 wig and put it on your head. And you know what? It doesn't look bad. That's a lie.
Great. I have never looked better. And
yeah. I'm really loving it for you. I'm happy that you could finally like feel yourself.
I always feel myself in many ways. But how have you been?
I'm good. I've actually been pretty good. Like the weather has been like 80 degrees out lately, and like every time the weather gets warmer, I'm just like, okay, like this really is doing wonders for my mental health, and I really am.
Yeah, it's
depressed.
The end of seasonal depression.
Like I really am depressed. Yeah, it's great. I got back in. I've gotten back. Okay, let me tell you about a genre of the internet that I didn't know existed, or maybe it's not even a genre. But are you undressing on camera? For the people.
Keep talking.
For the people. Are we doing this now? I'm just kidding. No, there's this channel on YouTube, and it's this guy, and he does Lego stop motion cooking ASMR. And Hugo, oh my God, like, where
That's
the fuck?
right, I look great.
Okay, what the fuck did you do with Halsey? Bring her back.
Keep talking, baby. Keep talking. Entertain
So,
the children.
Yeah, so Lego stop motion cooking ASMR. It's basically like 5 of the best things mixed into one. It's so cool. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna put a little snippet of it right now. That was the snippet. And
yeah, and for our audio listeners, you are missing out on a real show.
Yeah, but like
today.
Also they get to hear the ASMR, and it's like stimulating every part of it.
No, I meant because of my transformations.
Oh,
you know,
so true.
Visually, I have switched clothes and I have switched hair colors and
crazy.
hairstyles in the first 2-3 minutes of the show.
The audio listeners miss out every week actually because they don't get to see me. So.
Yeah, and our rich cultural New York background.
Yeah, like our penthouse, our literal, like our real penthouse that we live in. We live in a different one every week because we're so rich and wealthy and well off.
Remember that time that we stole Alicia keys and you kicked her in her head.
Yeah.
I kicked her in her neck.
Were you gonna say I kicked her in the nuts?
At the grocery store? No.
Not clickbait. I kicked Alicia Keys in her
in the nuts.
Yeah. Alicia, if you're watching this, I would never kick you in your nuts.
Never. Love you.
No, love her. How have you been? What's up? What's new? What's new, baby?
I've been really, really good.
I'm good.
Can I tell you that? That's a lie.
Oh.
But I've been okay.
Wait. I literally talked to you yesterday and you said
I'm okay.
Actually,
I was just kidding.
You weren't doing swell yesterday. So
no, I'm okay. My friend Melia came to visit And
Sick.
that was really fun.
Yeah, it looked
Because
fun.
sometimes I forget that I have friends from all over the world because I lived in London for a
Because you're
while.
Mr. Worldwide. Because, like, Pitbull wishes.
Chia. And sometimes my friends are like, oh, wow, you live in a nice place. I'm going to stay there. And I say yes
Yeah,
because I
sometimes
also
your
do
friends.
stay at their
Sometimes your
places.
friends do say that. Sometimes your friends do say, "Let me come to Portugal and stay with you." Sometimes, if you.
And it was a lot of fun.
That's
it was
good.
great. It was great. Sometimes I forget like how pretty the place that I'm from is because I just be living life.
Yeah.
But it is really pretty, and it was nice visiting all the touristy places. 'cause
That's what
they
I'm
be cute.
scared about. Like, what will happen when we inevitably, or when I at least, like, I know, like, you will be moving there, but, like, I don't know if, like, this is a worry of yours, but, like, a worry of mine is, like, I will move to New York, and, like, I'm so excited because it's, like, New York City, but then you just get so caught up in the day-to-day that you don't get to see, like, all the things that you wanted to see. Like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm moving to New York City, so, like, I'll hit the Met one day, I'll hit this one day, but then I'm just like, or will I be, like, sitting in my apartment and, like, walking down the street to get a bagel and then coming back home every day? But you know what? That sounds
that's
exquisite.
probably what most days are gonna be like.
True, but that
But
also
it's
sounds
nice to
exquisite.
have the option to go to the Met.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, true.
That's-
I'm gonna get that
that's-
Met membership. That all like the old fancy ladies were walking into, and then we tried to get into
I love them.
we tried to get into the like super like 5-star cafe, and they're like, so this is actually membership only. And I was like, oh wait, like my grandma, and like I was like pretending to think, but like nobody I know has a Met membership.
No, but we really try our hardest to get everything we can for
free.
Yeah.
That's something I admire about us, frankly.
Yeah, it's a real talent.
Yeah.
And it's a big one. Sometimes we steal.
Sometimes, yeah, I was gonna say sometimes it's crime, but
Yes.
what's life without a little bit of crime? You know, it spices things up. It's a secret ingredient.
Yes. It's like, especially when you're outside of the country, like you can visit monuments, you can see pretty views, you can also steal. These are many ways to make memories.
Yes. No, because like one of my fondest memories is us stealing our tattoo. Like we've said it a trillion times, and I will not stop saying it because it's so iconic of us. No, but like I can't wait to make more memories of stealing stuff with you.
Yeah. I say this, I am deadly afraid of stealing.
Yeah, but like I'm also so good at
that was my lowest point.
I'm so good at like persuading you and persuading people to like have no conscience.
No, because next time I will kick you in the nuts.
Okay, well, they'll come back to bite you. So sorry.
Interesting. So this felt very fictional. Do you know what else is great? And we can make up a new ending to the last Euphoria season.
To the season finale of season 2 of Euphoria,
Yes.
written by SAM. I don't even want to say the last name because he will never know peace after that last episode and after his writing in general.
Yeah, Sam will never know peace. He will never. Why? I think he was just too confident that he was getting a whole like third season.
Yeah, I think like he probably wrote the last episode, it seems, after he figured out he had the third season, because like
the whole season. What do you mean? Like it gets like to the last 2 episodes, and I'm like, there's so many questions. There's so many plot lines that are nowhere near ending. And
by the way, if you
nothing is really happening.
If you haven't seen like the season finale of Euphoria, season 2, we are going to be probably most likely spoiling things. And spoiling. Honestly, if you haven't seen any spoilers up to this point, props to you, because
how are you alive?
How are you navigating the internet without coming across a single Euphoria spoiler? I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, like the amount of just like plot lines, he left open. It's just like why did Nate load that gun? Why did know that. Okay. Well, actually, so here's what we're going to do today. We're going to rewrite. We rewrote and are going to like.
Rewrite the stars. Say you were made to be apart. Didn't catch us apart. And I'll be the one who's gonna fart the stinkiest. It's gonna be you. No, it's gonna be me.
That was really sweet.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So,
what were we saying?
Do you want to start? We're gonna rewrite the finale.
Oh yeah,
of
so we
Euphoria.
rewrote the finale, and we're also gonna kind of like bounce off of each other. You know, let the ideas flow. This is like a writer's room. You're like sitting in on the writer's room of Euphoria right now.
Change background. Writer's room.
Whoa, yeah. We're in the writer's room, baby.
This is really nice.
Yeah, this is a nice writer's room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Luxury.
Luxury. Yeah. What's the song? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. I just want to start out with like Nate and Cal's horrific like.
Great, because I started with Nate too.
Wonderful.
Let's go.
So Nate, he loaded that gun. Only for him to like peacefully resolve and call the cops on Cal, his father. And I rewrote that as well, it's not really a rewrite, it's more like kind of like we get like I'm filling the plot hole of what happened after. So basically Nate, he like cocks that gun. And
Nate cock.
yeah. Precisely. And he realizes in that moment when he calls the cops, he's like, wow, I just did something really well. Like, I didn't kill my father. I like sent him to jail as like I should have done, like no crime committed. He has a change of heart. He enters the Peace Corps and single-handedly solves world hunger and makes world peace. Meanwhile, okay, Cal is sent to jail, as we know, and that villain organization from Marvel, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Hydra, they find him in jail and start experimenting on him and turn him into a supervillain, in which supervillain Cal will battle, if you will, 98-year-old Steve Rogers in the next Captain America. And Nate is still solving world hunger. Somewhere.
Okay, I liked your Cal plot line.
Thank you.
However, I have a deeply rooted hate for Nate Jacobs. So my plot line for Nate Jacobs is a little bit different.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared.
So, and here we will unveil what happens with three characters.
Oh.
Nate, Cassie, and Queen Maddie.
As we should.
So,
okay.
We can start with the Nate cocking the gun.
Okay.
He does get arrested with his dad.
Oh.
For several reasons.
Well, yeah.
First reason,
rightly so.
he gets reported to the police by Maddie for trying to kill her because there's a sign in her room that says, "Smile, you're being filmed."
Wait.
So
okay,
and I hope it's true.
The way like
it is in my theory
that he was being filmed.
Yeah.
While like literally choking her and like putting a gun up to her head and then his head. Like,
yes.
What the fuck was that? Also in season 1, remember he like framed that he like blackmailed that guy and he like went to jail and like we never heard of him.
Yeah.
Again. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, so continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Other than that, Maddie does not stop here. Okay.
Queen Alexa
Cassie.
Demi, Queen of the Edges laying. Queen of the Edges slaying. She slays her edges. Yeah.
Come on. Cassie, she's dead. I'll tell you why.
Okay,
Maddie
I don't even care.
Maddie pulled up the perfect crime and killed Cassie with a knife in Nate's room seamlessly, fully making Nate the only culprit of this crime.
Sam
She's
Levinson.
eating, right?
Sam Levinson. Take some notes, baby.
Take some fucking notes,
Take
bitch.
some fucking notes.
HBO.
Hire.
You're welcome.
Hire us.
Maddie, what does she do after? So she has her whole life to live. Out of all these people, she deserves it. Because
not you saying they deserve to end their lives now.
that is not what I'm saying. But Nathan Jacob,
Nathan Cock.
sure.
Nate's cock. Nate's cock deserves to die as well as Nate.
Nate's in jail.
Wait,
and Cassie's dead.
Maddie cuts off Nate's cock and then he gets sent to jail.
And puts it in Cassie's mouth, and that's how the police finds her.
That made my stomach turn.
That would be really hard to like
to put on
make
television?
Maddie not guilty, and that too.
Yeah.
But Maddie,
then again,
on top of all of this, with her money that she made from her babysitting job, Maddie,
Queen. Literally,
moves to
Maddie.
New
Wait,
York.
Alexa Demi, come babysit me.
Oh baby, oh baby, Alexa.
She's 31.
32, and I will cry and wallow, and I will
32?
do whatever
It's just
she wants me to do.
It's just like,
I'll be a
how do
baby.
you
I'll
age
be a
that
dog.
well? She's literally lived 800 lives, and good for her.
Good for her. Yes. So she moves to New York with all
Okay.
her money. And what does she
Oh.
do next? She spends 3 years investing, literally, in the stock market. In 3 years, she becomes one of the most prominent figures in the stock market.
The wolf of...
What does she do with all this money? She spends the 4 years afterwards investing in environmental studies. She single-handedly, except not single-handedly because she did pay for the studies, but she single-handedly, basically, solved the climate crisis.
Okay, bet.
And she also invests in all of Lexi's movies to be made
Okay,
into
so
feature films.
So can I bank? Okay, so this is just very quick off of Lexi. Like,
Yes, of course. I'm done.
after watching like Our Life, the play directed by Lexi, like I literally, like if I could, I would have logged it on Letterboxd and rated it 100 trillion stars, because like that was literally something else. Like I know
Story
Maude
of your
Apatow and
life.
Lexi didn't do that. Like it was a production put on by HBO. Like it wasn't real, but in my mind, this entire show is real. Okay.
Yeah, if you think about it, they played their character. Alexa Demi was playing a character who was being played and reacting to her character being played in a play in a show. And she was doing that, and she got into the play in the show that she's in, pretending to be a character.
I followed that. So Lexi basically just goes on to become one of the most prolific playwrights in Broadway history. She puts Lin-Manuel Miranda's career to rest. She buries him in the soil. She buries him like just like that man. No, basically she buys Broadway. Nobody else ever is allowed to make a play, only Lexi.
With Maddie's money. Yeah.
And that's basically it. Like, all I'm saying is, like, Lexi Howard could have written Romeo and Juliet, but Shakespeare could not have written Our Life, is what I'm saying.
No, exactly.
Also, just want to go on to the infamous briefcase. So, can I just say my take on that?
Yes. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, real quick, let's take a moment of silence for our baby ashtray.
No, we'll get to him.
No, but
or is your theory related to Ashley?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
can we put our hands together real quick? And just take a moment of silence for Ashtray?
I love you, Ashtray.
That was nice. I love him too. I love you, Ashtray, baby. Didn't deserve to go that way, especially. But, so what happens? Because I thought, yeah, maybe he for his career, they needed to tie up Ashtray's storyline, but it just felt very abrupt and kind of forced, this whole altercation, right? So this is what I'm saying with the briefcase. Faye, our Queen Faye, ends up coming across the briefcase. She takes it from Rue because she wants her to get out of that whole human trafficking thing that Lori would have had her in. So Faye takes it on. She now has responsibility of the briefcase. She dumps.
How does she know about the suitcase?
She just does, because she's all-knowing. Faye is all-knowing.
Yeah,
she's an all-knowing being. God, if you will. So she dumps the drugs into a local sewage plant. Is it the smartest move? I don't know. But
you look like a sewage, right? Like a garbage, right?
the way that just took me back to the river.
The riverside of Paris.
The river Lee.
That's an underrated song.
That is so
That's
underrated.
an underrated too.
Shout out Adele. But anyway, so Faye, she dumps it into the sewage, and she ends up. So she takes Fez, my baby. She takes Ashtray. Okay, she puts them into the suitcase. You know, they fit in there.
Okay. Sim.
Okay.
Yeah. I just spoke Portuguese. I was like, sim. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Are you Portuguese?
No, I am. Yes.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. So anyways, so she boards a plane with Fez and Ashtray in the suitcase to rural Switzerland. Why did I pick Switzerland? It's because it has just like it seems like a nice place.
It has such a high salary.
Okay, yeah.
It's a great place to restart.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, and they just restart their lives there. Like they no longer are involved in drugs, and they live their lives happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, your hair looks good today. Just wanted to randomly say that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh no, I noticed it. Anyways, continue.
Thank you. That's because of the wig.
Oh, maybe it is. Okay.
So in my theory, Ashtray does not die. Because the last thing we see is that red dot on his forehead. Dot. He perfectly dodges.
Oh my
god. And guess what? Him
Parkour.
And Fez managed to exactly.
Wait, Ashtray just Ashtray just parkours across the hallway and picks up Fez and they parkour out.
Ashtray actually turns into a little fairy.
Oh.
And he goes out the bathroom window.
Oh.
That's a third theory that I have. But getting back to this one,
the main theory.
They kill the cops that were
in their
house.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen. And at this point, they decide to part ways for their safety. But they each have an iPhone, so they can FaceTime and see each other.
Yeah.
Ashtray moves to Brazil with Faye. Ashtray grows up to own one of the most iconic and colorful samba schools. They are known.
Oh, samba?
Samba.
Yes,
the dance. Yes. And they become one of the most globally known samba schools, and they are televised every year in Carnaval.
Oh.
In Rio de Janeiro.
Oh.
Brazil.
That's very sexy of Faye. What an entrepreneurial mindset, but also allowing their creativity to thrive.
Yeah, and King Ashtray really found his calling, and he's feeling happy and healthy.
Good. What about Fez? Where did he go?
Fez moves to Iceland and owns goats.
Oh, okay. Wait. The way that I said Switzerland.
Yeah, it could totally be Switzerland too.
Yeah, they're kind of the same, in my mind.
They're both really not though.
Oh, it's okay. I don't care.
They can see the northern lights in Iceland, and I think Fez would really like that.
Yeah, he'd be like, wait, he'd be like,
yeah.
Wow, man, look at that.
That shit is funny. Now that shit is fucking funny.
That shit's fucking funny, man. Look at that northern lights. Look at all the green up there, man.
The fact that he's never acting.
He's not.
I think.
No, because you watch it. I love him. I love that man. I would lay down my life on the line for Angus Cloud.
Fair. And he spends the rest of his life in his little farm, having the peace and quiet that he deserves.
So he's a farm.
Because, okay. Just with goats though. Mm-hmm. And he gets the peace and quiet that he always deserved because he has been through enough.
Yeah. What happened? Wait, what happened to the grandma? Is she's still in the bed?
She dies and rots in that bed, yes. And no one checks up on her for 25 years. Not even the police.
Wow. That's why they suck. That's why the police suck.
Yeah. I wrote that purposefully on the script. And
Sick.
him and Lexi, what about that? So they keep up because Lexi also becomes very rich.
Yeah,
so
and
she's
he hears
able
about
to
her
frequently
play
travel
overseas.
to. Yes. So she travels to visit him, but eventually it doesn't work out because it's long distance, and they're not feeling each other's vibes because she becomes really famous, and he just wants a goat. Not like that though.
Like
He
that.
falls in love with an Icelandic
Woman.
woman.
Man. He's gay. He was actually gay his entire life. And then they live out a call me by your name fantasy.
Yes, but a little bit more legal.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So
Who else?
Okay, real quick, let me just get to Elliot out of the way. Elliot, he actually ends up using his stupid little song. He ends up using his stupid little song to audition for American Idol. Okay. Simon loves him, but the plot twist is that it's actually 2011. And there are 5 other boys who Simon also loved, and he joins them all together, and they form a band called One Direction. And Elliot is in One Direction, and that's the last we ever hear of him, as God intended. You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Just tied up his thing, like tied up his story arc real quick.
I quite like that.
Yeah. Like just get him out of the picture, you know?
Yeah. In my theory, he just starts a honky tonk in rural UK.
I like it.
And he sings
I like it.
every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Thriving.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like the honky tonk.
I like the honky tonk.
What about Lexi's mom? Not Lexi and Cassie's mom.
Oh, so you're like really getting into it.
She, in my world, she decided that it was better for her to remove herself from everyone's lives. She moved into a cave where she met a group of bats, and she ate them. She ate 3.
So
bats.
Batman, she's Robert Pattinson. Is that what happens in
No,
Batman?
no. She ate a bat. Then she ate another one.
And then she became
Then she ate another one, and she said, I am full. She slept, but she never woke up.
Oh, she died? Oh, she's dead? That's really awesome. Like, that's like kind of like a way to go. Like, what a way to go.
Yeah,
Eating
not
bats.
eating.
My brother got scratched by a bat when he was like 6, and he had to go and get a rabies shot because apparently bats are carriers of rabies.
Arabia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your brother got carried to Arabia?
Mm-hmm. And then he met a beautiful gypsy woman. What about Jules? What do you have happen to Jules? That poor woman, that poor girl got like.
To be honest, I was
no
not
because
that
I
interested.
like didn't even know what to write for her because like I was just like whatever. The fact that Rue was like.
No, I like Jewel, but
I feel like her character
just,
like
in my head, she just has a peaceful life.
Like she kind of has been through enough. Like,
and she's like an online artist.
She has
and
Etsy,
she makes
an
a YouTube
Etsy
channel.
shop.
She has a Patreon, an Etsy.
She sells like little prints.
And she lives
she goes
comfortably.
on like she like has a YouTube channel where she's like Procreate Draw with me on her iPad and like sells her prints.
I think we have to. I think we have to move on.
But Sam Levinson will bring her back.
Not like move on in terms of like they never see each other again, but like move on romantically.
Yeah, I was never even a fan of them
because
romantically.
they are growing. I think we're gonna enter like the 3rd year of seeing these people. So like let's bring new dynamics in.
Yeah, for sure.
Elliot,
the way
like what Elliot brought into like their relationship because it made it like a little bit more complicated,
juicy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he was also like singing to Rue like, I never had
My
a
little
friend
star.
before.
My
And he's
little
like, but like
star.
4 days ago, he like,
My
fuck
little
Jules.
star. My little star.
My little star.
My little star. And in 2022, is he retired from One Direction and the music industry in general?
No, One Direction like disbanded, but he's like still going on tour as One Direction.
And it's just like a karaoke track, not even a band. It's just it's a karaoke
It's like
track.
really embarrassing for him,
I wanna
but
do
like
that.
the fans show up, so I don't know.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Honestly.
he's a
What
grasp
about
on him.
Kat? Because
Kat. Oh my
can we
god, the
talk
way I
about
forgot
how
about her.
little screen time that woman had? I think the fucking suitcase had more screen time and lines than Kat's character.
Like no, the single heroin needle that Faye was using in the like first scene had more
her
screen
coochie
time.
got more airtime. Yeah.
Literally.
But she becomes like the biggest name in porn.
Yeah. In a great
You know
way.
how Bella Thorne, in an incredible positive way, she completely changes the world and brings everyone in the world together through sex and accepting that.
Accepting
and
sex. She makes it
yes.
mainstream. Like in health
Yes.
class, they show the kid. Never mind. No, let me not.
They show videos of Kat teaching everyone. So this
Is the clitoris.
and this is my mussy. And this actually, okay, story time. When I was in like 3rd grade, and this is a memory I forgot I had. We were learning about the reproductive
system.
That one. And the one of the students was like, "Teacher, can I please bring a tape? My parents made me watch it, and I think it made everything very clear for me. Can I bring it tomorrow?" And the teacher's like, "Yes, of course.
I'm frightened.
Yes,
of what
of
you're
course.
about
I'm
to
so
say."
excited to share it with everyone." And when I tell, it starts very cool and innocent. It's like, so everyone in the world, how does everyone reproduce? So it takes one person and another person.
Uh-huh.
And then it brings this into like a family setting. So like there's a child and there's a mom and a dad. Then the parents just start going at it in a bed, not in front of the child. This is like another scene.
Oh,
But
okay.
the teacher, we're all like,
Oh,
shit, is this how it look? And
this
we're
how
like,
it
mind you, we're
happened?
8.
yeah. Like,
So-
is this how I am here today?
Yeah, we're realizing so much at the same time. You can feel the fumes from all these 8-year-olds thinking. And the teacher gets really frustrated. She's like, "Oh my god! Let me go to the next part." So she accidentally speeds it up, and they just start going at it like really fucking fast. And I'll never get that image out of my head. And I have tried, but it was funny.
That's kind of like
It was fun.
scarring, but like
Looking back,
from that day
we
on,
laugh. We laugh.
I'm sure
now.
everybody in that class like practiced safe sex because they're like, I'm not trying to have a kid, and I know how having a kid happens.
Yes.
You're like, actually half the girls in that class became pregnant the next year.
The next year at 9 years old.
In high school. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Kat makes educational not porn videos, but educational sex ed videos that get distributed worldwide.
That's,
not just through the internet, but also the school systems.
we love that because the public school system does need a boost when it comes to sex education.
Yeah, very much so. Very
Much so.
much so. But then, you know what Bella
Say
Thorne did for
it ain't
OnlyFans?
so. My love is a life taker.
Sing, woman. So, you know what
So
Bella
lovely.
Thorne did for OnlyFans? You know how she destroyed the
Yeah, literally.
platform?
Yeah.
Kat does the opposite. Not just for OnlyFans, but for the whole porn industry. She saves it. She breathes new air into it.
That's so good.
She's an icon. Yeah.
Good for
And
you,
she also
Kat.
she
Thank you.
gives like yearly TED Talks.
Wow. But she's like in her like little cat getup on stage. Her little like cat, her little uniform.
She's actually naked and has 3 leaves placed on the areas.
Tits. Okay.
The Tatianas and the Tatinta.
Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust it down. Wait, do you remember that song? What the fuck? That was like so good.
Yes, of course.
Do you remember that song? Like it was like an indie song
from 3 years ago.
Yeah. So Rue. Honestly, for Rue, the way like that girl, like not even Zendaya, but like the character of Rue has my heart. Like she could do no wrong in my eyes. I just have written that she ends up living the most beautiful life ever lived. She stays clean forever. And she finds love. She has like her heartbreaks. She finds love. But she goes on to sponsor a kid just like Ali did when she's older. And she basically like gets out of that fucked up little town they live in and moves to like somewhere chill. Like Arizona. Actually, the mountains. Yeah.
She moves to an island.
Yeah. Yeah.
A desert island.
Arabia.
And she sings. Oh. She
moves to June.
She becomes Zendaya. Like she goes from Ruth
to
Zendaya.
Yeah. What a character arc. What a character development.
That would be powerful. That would be like her Robert Downey Jr. moment.
I wish I had a Robert Downey Jr. moment, but like without the jail time and drug abuse. Just like me, becoming famous and rich.
So Rue, for me, it's pretty much the same.
Sick.
In my head, she also moves to LA. Because
but that's like druggy central.
Yes, very much so. But she moves to LA when she's like 25.
Okay.
And she has recovered fully since the end of the second season. Even though she just says, I stayed clean until the end of the year.
Through high school. Episode. Yeah.
But anyway,
honey,
ignoring that line.
Like whoever presents that girl like with a drug or like persuades her to like do drugs, like come to like meet me outside and I will like beat the living shit out of you. Because my baby deserves to stay clean.
Yeah. She moves to LA and she's a writer and a singer.
A singer.
Because she sings. She sings.
I'm tired. Isn't that the song?
And she's friends with Demi Lovato.
Why?
Because Demi Lovato is friends with everyone. And she's also a YouTuber. She becomes a YouTuber.
No, that's like
she becomes like a really, a comfort YouTuber. Those YouTubers that you watch.
Yeah.
And she just like, she does like ASMR and she sings in ASMR and she does scenarios like, this is me painting and you're my French girl.
And that's like very similar to like Jules.
It's her way to be sober and to be healthy.
Okay, I mean, I guess whatever gets her through it. I think she should become an author and write about her story.
She does. And that's why she's friends with Demi Lovato, because Demi Lovato comes out with 5 more documentaries about just her life. Awesome. And Zendaya is like a guest and she comments on it. She makes like observations.
Oh, she's like a narrator. She's like the next Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Wait, we've been calling her
Sexier.
Zendaya. We mean Rue.
Yeah.
We mean Rue.
She looked so good in the last episode.
I started to cry when she was smiling in the crowd like that. Like, she was so cute and like, it melts my heart. I just love Rue. Like, I love the character of Rue so much. And like, now that I've watched this series, like, I get why when Zendaya would like post, like, this character means so much to me, because like, bitch, she means so much to me too.
The fact that she improvised so many of those like insanely like intense scenes.
My girl's talented.
Zendaya,
come on the pod, girl.
Zendaya,
come on the pod.
Yes.
We're speaking that into
Zendaya,
existence right now. Everyone speak it into existence with us. Zendaya, come on the podcast.
Zendaya's gonna be in the pod with us.
Come on the podcast.
Thank you, everyone, for coming to this manifestation. 15 seconds. It was very nice. And Zendaya is now a part of the Intergalactic Ramble cinematic universe.
Yes.
And crew. Yeah.
Thank you. That was really good. Like, we should be writers. Like, dead ass. Like, we should be screenwriters.
We should be scream writers.
We should be cream writers.
Ah! That's what I was going to say next.
I'm dying. What the fuck? I almost just
Audio
died.
listeners, Lauren almost just died coughing.
Oh my god, I'm experiencing so much. I'm about to yawn now.
What's that? Not a yawn.
When it like that.
What's
cough
your sweater?
Oh, it's
is there a
there's
it a pool?
lady. There's a lady.
That is so cool. And
Thank
she
you.
has a shadow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I made it. I knit it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you. The way my body's out of control. The way my body's out of control. So, Meteor Rex.
Wreck for you.
I recently got into Mazzy Star, which like I've heard so much about. They're like, I think from like the 80s, but Fade Into You from the album So Tonight That I Might See.
I'm
Actually
so
like such a vibe, so beautiful.
Into you.
Not that song. No. And then movies I recommend, which like I've seen this before, but Kiki's Delivery Service.
Ooh.
Wake up.
Sorry,
Kiki's Delivery
is the
Service.
podcast boring to you?
No, like I'm boring to me.
Okay, that's a cop out, and that's not true, because we know you love listening to the sound of your own voice.
Yeah, I do. I actually like made that podcast for this reason, to just listen to
know.
my sexy voice.
We know.
Yeah. Oh, and Kid Bloom. I recently like was recommended Kid Bloom, and I've listened to like all of his discography. Holy shit, he's amazing. Yeah,
that
those
it?
are my meteorics. Yeah.
I did watch this week the Uncharted movie. It was
Starring Tom Holland.
people are shitting on it.
They
like
really
there's no
are, but like it
tomorrow.
like doesn't look great. But also like just like have fun. Like go sit in the theater and have a good time.
That's it. Go like this isn't a movie adaptation of a video game.
Yeah.
Think
like,
of
what do you
it like that. Like if you think of it like that, you'll just enjoy it and be pleasantly surprised. If you know the video games, please put your expectations down a little bit, because these are my favorite video games of all time. Like these are peak storytelling. They really make video games seem like something like a magical form of entertainment, because they combine storytelling, they combine the acting.
I love that.
Is
When
incredible.
video games
the
have, like, a
designing is
plot.
great. The graphics are great. It just
So beautiful.
And also the video games are incredible. There's so many puzzles. It's fun. It's not just like just violence. It's the whole thing. And Tom Holland is very committed to bringing my favorite characters in video games to life. Spider-Man and now Uncharted. So I did like it.
He's
I
on
did
the top
enjoy
of
it.
your kiss list.
Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll give him a nice kiss.
But like he only has one. Like he only has the bottom.
I was
lip.
gonna say I didn't want to be mean, but he doesn't have very juicy lips. But that's fine because I do.
Yeah,
So,
true. You can make up for it.
Yeah, I'd make.
You could like give him a little bit of your lip juice. Well, let me not say that ever again.
You want me to give Tom Holland juice? My juice from my lips. My lip juice.
Yeah. What about it?
I don't know if I said, but I finally watched all the Matrix movies and I loved it. That's all I'm gonna say.
You already said that.
They're great. I know, but I think it got cut out
Oh, true, it did.
because I got cut out. They get cut
I'm
out.
so sorry about that.
I've been on a 2000s R&B kick.
Same.
Do you know
Actually.
Miss Queen, incredible icon, Keisha Cole? Because I just listened to this album of hers, The Way It Is. Like, I know every single word of it.
Interesting.
It has that song, Oh Lord, never know what I was missing. Na, 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 na.
Wait,
It's
wow.
That was
Those
great.
runs. I've definitely, I feel like I've heard that.
She hits the spot when I
This
need
is me
that,
if
like,
I were
R&B.
Faye. If I were Faye from Euphoria. No, Keisha Cole. I'll definitely check her out.
Keisha, and the album starts with I think Alicia Keys, because I'm not sure, but I think Alicia Keys produced one of the
My
songs.
baby
So full
shit.
circle, because
Oh,
we
wait.
started talking about Alicia Keys.
I read Alicia Keys' autobiography, and she does talk about how she got into like producing for like smaller female artists and stuff, like back in the day.
Yeah,
That's actually
she started producing her own stuff, which is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
Alicia
she got
Keys
in
is
the
like
game and she was
one of the
already
best to
producing
ever
her
do it.
stuff. So true.
Her
So-
autobiography is awesome. Like, you would love it, I think.
Did you know I just read this the other day. She was gonna give her song, like, If I Ain't Got You, to Christina Aguilera, because they were working together at the time.
Low-key, I would have accepted that.
I would have accepted it, but they wrote
From
another
either of
banger,
them.
so it was great.
Okay, true.
Like, her manager was like, no, this is yours. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, it's like, this is gonna be a moneymaker.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. We
I
are
know.
so awesome.
I have like shivers
I had a dream that we were podcasting
on my
before
balls.
we what?
Yeah. Believe it or not. This was such a good episode. I
This
just
is
know
good.
everyone has shivers on their balls.
I
And
do.
Tatiana's and Tatintas.
Yeah.
We give shivers to balls, Tatiana's and Tatintas. That should be our slogan.
Intergalactic Ramble. We give shivers to your coochie.
We take your coochie to space.
Please.
Okay, that's the
Please.
episode.
Please,
It's not
thank you
gonna
everybody
get
for
better
watching.
than
No, that was
this.
good. You are now entering.
The intergalactic realm.
All right, loves. Thank you so much for watching. We love you very much. We appreciate you, and we'll
Love you.
talk to you guys. We'll see you next week. Mwah. Mwah.